Frank from the littleredlight.com, and again today we're going to be talking about compression, in particular how to use a compressor on your vocals. This is a track that I have from one of my own projects, the Nearing. Uh, I normally don't use this compressor. I have others that I prefer, but I don't want you to get the idea that you need to use some sort of expensive plug-in from Waves or Universal Audio or any company like that. Whatever you have in your DAW is good enough to get the job done. So right here, I'm just going to show you quickly how I would use this. This isn't really set. The song isn't mixed. It's just a rough mix that we have right now. And here it goes. I'm going to start it off with nothing at all on it.
A 12-man public relation team, riding in blue and white on the computer screen, paint a picture perfect for all.
Okay, just running through this again real quick. Threshold is when the compressor starts compressing. At what point the invisible hand starts turning the volume. The ratio is the speed, is the amount that it's actually going to reduce it. Attack is how quickly it reduces it. Release is when it kind of turns the invisible knob back to its normal volume. And makeup is just what it sounds like. The makeup for the reduction that you've had getting pushed back up. Now we're going to play around with some of the settings on this and see what it does to the track. To start off, I'm going to set the threshold super high and see what it does.
A 12-man public relation team, riding in blue and white on the computer screen, paint a picture perfect for all to see, looking to spell out envy in the.
All right, right there I'm getting a point. I'm getting a -2 dB reduction. A 4 ratio is kind of like a normal compressed sound. 2 is a very light compression. 6 is kind of heavy. Not too many people use much higher than a 6 ratio when it comes to compressing vocals. So I like to start in the middle and play as is. Now, when would I use a super high ratio? That would be when I have a track that is very dynamic, where there are certain parts that are super loud that really need to get pulled back and others that are not so much. So basically, if you want to have the compressor not compressing at all sometimes and then really compressing a lot at others, you would put a high ratio and set the threshold kind of high as well, where it's not really compressing all the time. But when that volume starts kicking up really high right there, it starts pulling down right there. This track really isn't that kind of track to do that. So I'm going to leave it at 4 or whatever I had it set at and play around with the threshold a little bit more.
It's a virtual unreality to me.
The actual signal is peaking at a -6.3.
Little pictures, they'll come across my screen. Touch her up, fix her up like a figurine. Get them thinking that's the way beauty has got to be. And for 1999 they look like they're 18. It's a virtual unreality to me. It's a virtual similarity we see. Status up that we'll see it on the screen. Gleaming smiles always shining on my phone screen. Live it up, never a worry is the way it seems. Popping bottles with the models, you wish you were me. It's a virtual unreality to me.
Okay, so you've seen me play around with a little bit more. Just in review, threshold, that is when the compressor starts reducing. The ratio is how much it reduces it. The attack is how quickly it starts turning the knob. And the makeup is just what it sounds like, making up for all the reduction that you have been getting. When it comes to vocals, your ratio should probably be in the ballpark of somewhere between 2 and 6. Your gain reduction, it depends on the song, really, but you're probably looking from peaks of no more than -5 or 6 if you want to go for a heavier compression, and even better, a -1 or 2 if you're looking for something really light that you can't really tell. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a message right here on YouTube or visit me at thelittleredlight.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. Enjoy recording.